Welcome back. My name is Brad Rhines.
And I'm Brian Sands.
And this is Stage Talk with Brian and Brad.
And today we're going to be discussing Southern Rep's new production of Sarah DeLappe's The Wolves. Brad, what did you think of it?
I loved it. A cast of 9 young women, great performances. I like the script. I think it's smartly written and keenly observed. These 9 young women who are on a indoor girls soccer team. I thought the direction by Amy Hayes was excellent, really propulsive. It keeps the momentum going for the full 100 minutes. I thought it was excellent.
That's interesting because I agree with you. I thought in the cast of 9, no one or 2 actresses stood out. And I mean that as high praise. It was a real case of great teamwork. Similarly, May's direction kept you involved for the whole time. I think I had a little different reaction to you in terms of the play. I liked the beginning. I got involved in it. I just kind of felt that when it came time for the big dramatic moment, it was somewhat ham-fisted, and a further event, no spoilers here, that occurs later on was dramaturgically just kind of inserted in there for dramatic effect.
I can see that. I see what you mean. There is a big moment that feels like a playwright moment. But I like the little moments. I think the little moments are what work best in the play. It captures these young women who are on this cusp between adolescence and young adulthood, and the conversations that they're having, the kinds of things that they're talking about, big world events that they're trying to sort of form opinions about, and then just sort of gossipy things about each other and challenging each other and supporting each other. I thought it was really sweet. I thought it was really sad in parts. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was kind of heartbreaking.
I don't know if it maybe because I am not the biggest sports fan, except for the Saints, of course. And I found it interesting. I didn't find it revelatory in terms of adolescent talk. This is what I would expect from teenagers who are clearly middle class, upper middle class, who can be involved in a sport like this.
Good point.
But I just wish that there had been something a little more, a little to differentiate it from just a good play that, for me, would make it a great play.
Sure. Revelatory, I agree. Not revelatory necessarily, not momentous necessarily. Maybe a little understated. I like that the women in the play aren't at school. They're not at home. There's no teachers. There's no parents, mostly. And they're in this sort of third place that's a safe space for them, and we see them being real.
Absolutely. You see them speaking overlapping dialogue.
There's a lot of talking, yes.
And which is great, and the cast did a wonderful job of it. The only problem I think that one might want to be aware of is the acoustics of the theater kind of amplified things in a way that I don't think was the intention of the cast and director Amy Hayes. And so I found myself missing a few words at the start, so I wasn't always sure exactly what they were talking about. But I think my ears got used to it.
Sure, the first 5 minutes are pretty muddled, pretty chaotic. That's the nature of the script. But it is hard to catch on to. But after that first 5 minutes, it evens out a bit.
I think also if you are involved in soccer or any sports, or your daughter is, or your son is, or anything along those lines, you might find yourself more invested in it than someone who has just a casual relationship with sports. I once went to see a soccer game and I found it long.
Okay. So I loved it. You liked it?
Liked it.
Okay, so that's Southern Rep's The Wolves.
And if you can't get to see it this week, plan on going to Southern Rep on Saturday, January 19th for their grand opening of their new magnificent space on Bayou Road.
Exciting stuff. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brad.
I'm Brian. And one last note, as we're filming this on Tuesday, January 15th, a salute to the late, great Carol Channing, who, after Katrina, came down to New Orleans and did a benefit for Dillard University. We'll miss her.
That's right. Good point. Tune in to Stage Beat New Orleans on Facebook for a roundup of all media coverage of local theater and, of course, Stage Talk with Brad and Brian. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.